Hey, what you drawing there? Looks like a tank. Oh no, is this a war game? It's a very pretty blue tank. The music seems pretty happy about it. Coming to bring war into this poor, idealistic town. Oh no, look, they're happy. This is just their idea of a weekend getaway. So romantic riding this tank. So romantic crashing into this city with your giant... What? Whoa, that's like a mega ultra tank. I feel like the music here is a little bit too serene for what I'm looking at right now. But you know, I do like the music. Maybe... No, they're going more for somber. This is going to be a Horrors of War kind of game, isn't it? With super anime German characters. By that I mean they're anime and made in Japan, but got kind of a German-looking look to them. I believe this game takes place in not Europe. It's called Europa. Oh, also Valkyria, so Valkyrie. So yeah, that's like super Germanic. You know, the Valkyries are out of Norse mythology. Look at all these characters. This is what it's like watching an anime kind of game opening or like a JRPG opening all the time. Like, I don't know all these characters yet, but I will. And I bet it's going to be pretty darn fantastic once I get to know all of them. Look at it. Oh, man. She has a spear that will pierce the heavens. What is going on with the super lances in this? I don't know if this game has, like, magic in it or if it's just supposed to be all technology, but some of this is looking pretty magic. Aw, it's okay. Love can bloom even on the battlefield, Otacon. I love this freaking sketch style, too, and I love how easily it changes from sketches to full 3D, thanks to the, like, cell shading making that bridge like so smooth. So hey guys, I'm the Comic Foil, and we are starting our Let's Play now of Valkyria Chronicles. Finally onto the third game of our 4 Steamcember winners. Steamcember being a thing that I did an entire year ago because I'm slow. This one was a bit of a pain. This is actually my second attempt starting this Let's Play because I was playing it on my PC and the footage I got was completely unusable. There was just like too much lag once. It did not like my Elgato. But I saw that it was pretty cheap on the Switch, a Switch port here of the original Valkyria Chronicles for only $20. I had some points left over. I figured save myself some hassle and buy it here. So let me do a quick sync test here. Down, down, up, up, down, up. I'm interested in what those extras are because I know this also includes the DLC, which I did not have on the PC. So probably buying this entire game on the Switch cost me about as much as it would have cost to buy all the DLC for my PC version. So that sounds pretty good. Now I'm gonna have to lower my volume again.
The year was 1935 EC. 2 powers controlled the continent. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire.
So they're an alliance, but they're also an empire, because alliance is usually what they call the good guys. Yeah, so you can see how this is like clearly Europe, but we're in a sort of alternate history thing, where things are like named similar things, but they're different countries. And Ragnite. Okay, so we have some unobtainium called Ragnite.
The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on.
Okay, and it's the Second European War, so this is basically World War II. We're in a kind of fantasy World War II setting, which is a neat mix. I like it.
Struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation.
Oh man, they're armor-piercing lances.
Emboldened by their progress.
Rocket lances.
The Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the 2 superpowers. But the rich stores of Ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. It amassed troops along the eastern border.
So I think Gallia is where our story is going to begin. But Even though it looks like it's around where, like, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia are, I feel like this is our, like, our Poland of this story, like, pre-World War II. Because somewhere they say the year, and I believe it's, like, the 1930s. Okay, so this is all separated. The missions and the cutscenes are all presented as, like, chapters in this history book that somebody's writing. So let's just view this episode. Some of the episodes are cutscenes, some of the episodes are missions.
March.
Yeah, there we go. It's 1935, which,
Outside the Gallian border town of
you know, is quite a while before when World War II started in our world. But when kind of the setup for World War II was already happening.
Residents are leaving the town before the invasion, headed inland towards the capital.
Okay, when I was first looking at this, I was thinking maybe it would be like more of a World War I kind of style thing, but no, looking at the technology, like just how many tanks there are, it's definitely going for more World War II.
It really hasn't changed very much.
So this is our main character. I think his name is Welkin. Welkin. His name is Welkin. He really likes fish, that's right. Okay, this is all coming back to me now. So, this is going to be a blind Let's Play, but I have played the very beginning of this game because of Steam Sember.
Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
Fine, you should jump in. Just stick your head in there. All these guys are like, this guy drawing fish while we have to flee our homes. And he's sitting here drawing fish. Screw this guy. So Welkin is what, like a professor, or he wants to become a professor?
Freeze. Put your hands in the air. Slowly.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be an artist, though he is a very good sketch artist. He looks like he could have sketched this entire game. I love the hatching on all these characters. Oh, this is such a great art style.
My name's Welkin. And you are...
The one with the gun. We're with the Brultown Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
Yes, I'm telling the Imperials all about the fish.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish, and, you know...
So, I mean, if he was a
I
spy,
know.
all of his messages would
And
be
you know there's a
encoded
war on,
and
don't
could
you?
easily be about, like, fish or something.
All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
Aw, dude just wants to draw fish and he's getting arrested. These are tough times.
Thanks, fish.
You're welcome, Welkin. You're Welkin. That's your name. Alright, and that was our first episode, so thank you for joining me. I'm the Comic Foil. No, let's keep going here. I keep pressing B instead of A because I'm doing this on a Switch controller, and the last game I was playing was with an Xbox 360 controller.
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you?
The flowers are codes for how many guards they have stationed.
So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code.
See, she gets
and
it.
I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
So Alicia is the head of this town watch, and she's taking her job very seriously.
Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old general's house? That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara. You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right? Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is. Huh?
They don't look like they're brother and sister. I mean, who knows? Maybe Isara just got the blue hair gene.
I apologize.
Or maybe one of them's adopted,
But I
I
was
don't know.
just doing my job, you know.
It's
I saw you with
early.
the notebook and thought
There's
you
still
were
a lot we
spy.
can learn.
Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire!
Uh-oh.
Everyone keep your heads down!
And we knew that the Empire was coming to invade, but... Oh, look at these two jerk-offs out here on their own, just fighting at civilians. Oh man, you shot civilians! I have a feeling that there's no Geneva Convention in this world. There might not even be a Geneva.
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Probably something named something similar like Geneve.
Through training anyway.
Okay, good. Welkin's been through basic
They're
training.
probably just a small scouting team.
Maybe everybody in Gallia has to go through basic training to be at a university because, you know, times are tough. War can break out at any time. You're a small country with a small militia and really important resources. People gonna be coming in trying to push you around. Gallia to arms. Okay, so the town is Brule, the country is Gallia.
Okay, here's the plan.
Oh, okay, I gotta read this part. We've got to eliminate the Imperial scouts that are approaching Brule. We'll deploy from here and take out all 3 of them. There's only 3 of them. If you're scouts, why are you shooting at civilians? You're bad scouts. Just cross the bridge and take them down as fast as you can. Our objective here is to eliminate all enemies. Let's take care of them one at a time, nice and easy. I mean, I'm glad they're doing it because it's gonna give me, like, a good chance for a tutorial.
Just stay calm and get it done.
Okay, in all honesty, this is my 3rd time playing this tutorial because once during Steam December, and again when I was trying to record this before and it wasn't quite working.
That's 3 too many. Stay sharp.
He looks pretty sharp. They all got anime hair, so very pointy looking jags of hair. Alright, so, about CP, or command points. When combat starts, you'll see a map of the area and your unit's positions. This is referred to as command mode. Here, you'll select the unit you'd like to move based on their position respective to the enemy, then press the A button. Doing so uses up one of the command points displayed at the top of the screen. They reflect your ability as a commander and represent the number of times you can give instructions to your units per each player phase. In this battle, you have 3 CP, so you can issue instructions to your units up to 3 times. That's 3 times per turn. Let's try moving a unit now. Alright. Sorry, I'm going to be editing out a lot of coughing because I'm still recovering a bit from a cold. Feeling much better, but I got a bunch of gunk in here that needs to all break up. About AP, or action points. Use CP to select a unit in command mode, and you'll be plunged into action mode. Here, you can freely move the unit you selected around the field. As you move around in action mode, the action points gauge at the bottom of the screen will gradually deplete. This represents the unit's mobility. Once it reaches 0, the unit will be unable to move any further. Keeping an enemy on the unit's remaining AP... keeping an eye on the unit's remaining AP while they are in motion is critical to keeping them safe. I do understand all of this already, so if you're not following, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. For now, use the left stick to move the unit near the sandbags. Cover is going to be very important in this game because it determines how likely the opponent is to hit you. Alright, about attacking. Press the R button to enter target mode. There, the unit will prepare to attack with the current selected weapon. Use the left stick to move the crosshairs onto the enemy, or the L and R buttons to snap between targets. Enemies will not attack while you are in target mode, so take your time to aim well before pressing the A button to fire. They actually do fire at you while you're moving, though, so you can't just, take forever to figure out what you're doing. Your shots will land somewhere within the circle surrounded by crosshairs, so it's best to center it on the entire target. Shots to the head or other weak points will result in greater damage. A unit... Oh, Nugget found something. Nugget, what's up? Okay, thanks for standing guard. Good looking out, Nugget. A unit can only attack from target mode up to once per action, so choose wisely before you open fire. If the target survives your attack, you may then launch a counterattack. A damaged unit may not have the HP to survive the enemy's counter, so be careful when planning your attack. So like Fire Emblem, anytime that you attack, they can also get an attack. He is not even looking at me, though, so... I'm going to press A to crouch so that I'm crouching when he does his counterattack. And let's go into target mode. And I'm just going to shoot him in the back here. Yeah, so I fire off 5 rounds. I hit him all of those times, which is good. You're more likely to hit the closer you are, I guess, or the just better view that you have. Troops can only attack once per action. Once a unit is done moving and attacking, end the action to return to command mode. press the plus button to end the unit's actions. The plus button can end the unit's action even if the unit has leftover AP or has not yet attacked. By pressing the B button can also end your action, in which case a confirmation prompt will appear. Use whichever method suits your preference. Okay, so whatever button you want to press, just press it before they start firing at you a whole bunch of times. And as you can see, at the end of that action, he reloaded his rifle. So now we have 2 more command points left. We're going to move another unit up. We're going to move Alicia. I'm saying that right? Alicia? I don't think it's like Alicia or anything stupid like that. I think it's just Alicia. As per usual, my volume's a little bit lower for the sake of a better recording, so I can't hear the voice acting super well, so excuse me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Okay, so, killed that guy. Good job, Alicia. And there are more over there. We're going to use the rest of Alicia's action to... about using cover. I don't think we're going to get her all the way over to that cover. When standing near sandbags, the command crouch will appear. Press the A button to take cover behind them. While hiding behind cover, units are harder to target, take less damage, and are immune to headshots and critical damage. Meanwhile, units caught out in the open by enemy attacks will be easier to hit and could take significantly more damage. Advance carefully, moving from cover to cover, and always try to end your actions safely behind... Yeah, cover is good. Doing so should keep your troops alive long enough to secure victory for Gallia. So I don't know how everything works in this game yet. Like, I don't know... Okay. I know this isn't, like, the safest place I've picked right here, but I'm going to end her action right here. People have told me that there is permadeath in this game, but that... well, yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Nobody's gonna die during this mission, don't worry. So we got Alicia, we got Welkin, and we got my man here, Town Watchman. First name Town, last name Watchman. How you doing, man? You just stay there, though. We're not gonna pull out the big guns on this mission yet. We don't wanna intimidate them too much. Town Watchman is a living legend. Now we're gonna move Welkin up. Save Town for the real fight. So, Welkin, if you want to come up here and join your compatriots. Can we make it over to that cover? I think we can. Yeah! Alright, which means we can actually fire. So even though this is all during the same turn, we are... Oh! Okay, we got some critical hits during there. So we actually took him out a lot faster than I was expecting. I'm actually going to move him back a tiny bit because I don't know how much that cover protects him from that particular guy, thinking about angles there. Okay, about ending the phase. When your CP reaches 0, the player phase ends and the enemy phase begins. One player enemy phase pair constitutes a single turn. The fewer turns you complete a mission in, the more cash and experience you'll receive at the end, but being too hasty can lead to unnecessary risks. The key is finding a challenging balance. Okay, so act quickly, but don't be dumb. Alright, so what do you got, Mr. One Guy? Don't make me bring Town Watchman out here to straighten you out. So when he moves into range, I'll actually get to take some free pot shots at him while he's moving. And he fired at Welkin, so Welkin's also going to get a counterattack on him. He didn't have a great, perfect line of sight there, but that's okay. Okay, Welkin killed one of them, Alicia killed the other, so... I feel like I could justify giving either of them the kill. When used well, even a limited pool of CP can take out a significant number of foes. CP can be used on the same unit multiple times. For instance, a pool of 3 CP can be used to move one unit 3 times in a row. Perfect for cutting into enemy lines or hurrying past dangerous terrain. That's what we call sweeping in Pokemon. That said, people get tired. They'll start each consecutive action with fewer AP than the last, so keep that in mind. If you use the B button to end your phase with CP still remaining, those CP will be carried over to the next turn. CP are a precious resource. How you choose to manage them will decide your fate. Alright, I wonder how much CP I get per turn. I mean, right now I get 3, but is that dependent on how many characters I'm commanding, or what? Sure, there's a lot I don't know about this game yet. So, Alicia. Alright, Alicia was able to take him out, watch him ragdoll. Kind of slid down that hill like he was buttered and greased. Bunch of greasy scouts.
I don't see any more of them.
Alright, so the land of Brule is officially soaked in blood. The blood of some very overzealous scouts, and a new episode has been added. Yeah, so let's watch this last cutscene here in our prologue, and maybe we'll end it there. I know that's not exactly where I ended the episode during Steamcember, but I'll try and get episode 2 of this Let's Play out tomorrow, the day after this one premieres, so that you'll be able to get a, you know, a good 1-2 punch starting out this Let's Play. And we are entering here into this beautiful windmill zone. Solemn. How could this happen? I wonder if Alicia's ever killed anybody before.
Good.
Yeah, these scouts were way out of
Go
position.
keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them.
Yep, taking time to bury the enemy.
So
That's
it's
very
begun.
nice.
I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it.
Do it. And did you have little dandelion pollens in your hand? Or do you have that, like, one power that Groot has where you can make,
What
like,
are
glowing
those?
things?
Seeds from the lion's paw.
Okay.
It blooms white. Small, simple, and strong.
Oh, it's like the Edelweiss from Austria.
I want to be able to remember.
It's
Once
like the
the war is
ultimate,
over,
like, sad
that it
home
wasn't
wartime
all
flower.
Just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
These flowers were watered with the blood of our enemies.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant.
Oh, spoilers.
These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate.
Of souls and swords eternally
and of love
retold.
blooming even through the flames of war.
There you go, Otacon. Love blooms on the
What
battlefield.
follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died.
Alright. Irene Culler, I wonder if we'll, like, get to meet her, like, if she'll be a character in this story, and we'll know that she's, like, writing a book about it. And that's our intro to Valkyria Chronicles. I wonder what, like, Valkyria is. Is that the name of a country, or of a... It's not the name of a continent. The continent is Europa. Alright, and we turn the page on another exciting Let's Play. I'm the Comic Foil, and next time we will begin in the defense of Brule. You know what? This has been pretty short so far. Let's watch one more cutscene. Let's go home. I feel like the episode's too short if we don't. I'm so bad at ending episodes, guys, but oh man, I love this art style so much. So, they released this port at the same time that they released a, like, complete remaster on the PS4 and PC, so there is a better looking version of this game, which I do not have because I do not have a PS4, and I don't know if the remaster is on the PC, but the whole thing was I didn't want to do the PC for this game because it was not recording right. So sorry this isn't like the best that it could look, but it's also looks more like the original version of this game, which was on the PS3. This launched for the PS3 somewhere around, I don't know, like 2006, complete with like weird tree textures kind of like jumping around back there.
And take care.
I bet this looks even better in full 1080p 60 frames per second, but you know, this is what we have here. And I think I think it's really pretty the way it is. I don't know. I'm not a big graphics snob. Even if graphics have limitations, I can still enjoy it for what it is.
How's the packing coming along, Ys?
Almost done. I only need to take the everyday basics.
Well, the Empire's got to be close by. Let's hit the road by sundown.
They're so smiley about it.
Look,
Well,
Welks is
the
here.
Empire is here to kill anybody left behind, so let's try and leave soon.
Oh, welcome back, Welkies.
Welkies.
You're still calling me that? Martha, I'm 22 years old.
Oh god, he's 7 years younger than I am.
And more important, you shouldn't be running around. Aren't you due any day now?
Ah, a light jog won't hurt the little spud. I should know. I've already had 4 of them.
Little Spud is a funny name for a baby. But yeah, she's pregnant, so you know that she's gonna go into labor at like the worst possible time, probably while we're trying to escape enemy soldiers.
Is Welkin in?
Standing right here, outside.
Hello, Alicia. What brings you here?
She couldn't see behind all that bread.
I just wanted to apologize. For before. Here. This is for you.
Friendship bread.
Really? These are for me?
He looks so shocked. He's never gotten friendship bread
Well,
before.
I did until the war started anyway. It's where I live, too.
Aw, she's a baker,
That's
or a
preserved
baker's
bread, so it's
daughter.
pretty hard. Heat it up
But she
before you
got
eat it,
thrust
all right?
into being a town watch soldier.
I baked it myself, so the flavor's guaranteed. Best you ever had.
I guess that's kind of like the sad thing that, like,
Thanks.
because of war, these two have to
You
become
wanna come in?
soldiers, even though their actual, like, dreams and pursuits are much more, you know, gentle and artistic. She was a baker, and he, you know, wants to draw and be a professor. He wants to teach people. He doesn't want to.
Arrested
He doesn't want
and
to kill
shot
people.
at? You've had a busy day of it, haven't you, Welkies? And what a lovely lady you are for all that adventuring. Good job, Welkies.
Oh, good job.
What?
She's seen the
Wait,
interest
no,
in Emetics.
it's
She
not
knows
like
you two
that.
are going to end up
Alicia
together.
just saved my skin, that's all.
He's right, we just met. I'm not his girlfriend, just his hero.
She's spunky.
Although
I like
I'm really
her.
hoping to be his friend.
Oh, well, I'm sure you will. Be good to my Welkies here, won't you?
Yeah, she
Okay,
knows what's up.
seriously, Martha, enough with the Welkies already.
Okay, I just noticed though, because this game is also made by Sega, Skies of Arcadia also had a lady named Martha in the starting village. I think they just like having early game Marthas
That's a lovely portrait.
to be like the
Is
woman
that
who
General
has known
Gunther?
you since you were a little kid.
Yep. It was taken before I was born. But that's Dad.
That's Dad? You're a lucky guy.
Oh no, he was actually a terrible dad.
And who's that with him? There.
Yeah, I'm sure he was a loving father, but also very busy with his military career.
My father, Tamer. He was an engineer. The General's tank was his creation.
Okay, so they do have different parents, but they're still siblings. I'm guessing one of them died and they were raised
Wait a
together
minute.
like brother and
But I
sister.
thought the General was your dad. My birth parents died when I was a baby. The General was kind enough to take me in as his own after that.
Yeah. We're not related by blood, but she's definitely my little sister.
Alright, there you go. See, we were patient. There's an
Sorry,
answer.
was that question too personal?
Because if you have blue hair, everybody related to you has to have blue hair. Blue hair is a dominant gene. I mean, that's not true because, you know, you got Path of Radiance and you got Ike and and Mist doesn't have blue
no,
hair.
I
But,
don't mind
you
at
know.
all. I was blessed with 2 wonderful fathers. Yeah, I guess you were, huh? Oh, is that really the time? I've got to get going.
Do you have a watch on your palm? Is that really my finger? I gotta get going.
Why don't you see her off, Welks? I can take care of the rest of this on my own.
All right, I will. I'll be right back.
See you later, Isara. Safe travels.
Now, you probably will see her later because things are gonna go wrong, but if she was really leaving, I don't know if you would see her later. Okay, new episode has been added. Episode 2A. Wait a second, what is... Oh, was that just chapter 1 there? And this is... No, this is all still chapter 1. This is like chapter 1, part 2, subpart A. And we will watch chapter 2 Chapter 1, Part 2, Subpart A next time. Thank you for starting this brand new Let's Play. I think it's made by some of the same people as Skies of Arcadia. I already know about the cameos, guys. Everybody's been so excited to tell me about the cameos. I don't know much about this game, but I know so much about Skies of Arcadia that I knew well in advance about the cameos in this game. But I'm excited for them. I think similar developers worked on both, so yeah, looking forward to it. It's a beautiful looking game. I think we're going to have a beautiful time. See you then.